There's some businesses that absolutely need to start with code. Like if you're trying to make a developer API or a database or something, it absolutely needs to go with code. One of the things I often tell entrepreneurs when I talk to them is they think that they need to build the product and then sell it. And I think that you can invert that and often sell something that doesn't exist yet. Let's talk about like a previous company I worked on, Staffjoy. It was workforce management, scheduling hourly workers. And, we built this complex product and went out to sell it. But the actual way the sales worked, you make a website, you email people, you request a meeting, you set up a meeting, you do a presentation. Almost no part of that actually included the product. Like you could go through, you could have a website, you could email people, you could try to sell them on it, you could have a sales call, you could have a pitch, all without actually having built the product. And so in some ways, no code can be actually like making the product work. But another way to think of no code can be making sales work before you have the product. And what I think a lot of people find when they try to sell the product before they build it is that it doesn't sell that well. It's hard to do. People don't react well to it. And the reality is, if you build the product, it's not going to change because no one ever saw the product during this entire sales process. There are products that benefit from really high polish. If you're trying to make the next Facebook or something, it'd be hard to do that with low code. But the majority of kind of business to business or prosumer tools, you can definitely try to sell it without actually having the product. So no code can be building a test product, but it can also just be testing the idea without building the product.
All right. So did you at some point transition to code?
Yeah. So we transitioned to code with Moonlight. And as we transitioned to code, we were still having low code parts. So we built the website originally in low code and all the different flows. And then we started to replace the flows piece by piece with code. So we built, for instance, the developer sign-up process with code, and the companies was still low code. And then we built developer profiles, and we started sending those to companies, but it was still low code on the company side. And then we slowly built out the company side with code. And then, we had the companies and the developers that were coded in the application, but then we had to build invoicing, and we built invoicing coded. So it's kind of this slow progression of building things. And there were parts of the product that remained relatively low code. Like our in-app chat was built primarily on Slack. We found that worked really well. We never built like in-house chat products. Instead, we kind of built on top of Slack.